Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. So this is Manjula S, Assistant Professor, Government College for Women, Kolar. And in the Management Accounting subject, we are going to discuss a problem, a next problem in the cash flow statement. So here is the problem. The following are the balance sheets of Rocket Limited. Prepare a cash flow statement by indirect method. So balance sheet as on 31st December 2012 and 2013. The share capital 2 lakh, 2,50,000. General reserve 50,000, 60,000. Profit and loss account 30,500, 30,600. Bank loan, that is long term, 70,000 dash. Sundry creditors 1,50,000, 1,35,200. Provision for tax 30,000, 35,000. The total assets liabilities are 5,30,500, 5,10,800. At the asset side, land and building 2 lakh, 1,90,000. Machinery 1,50,000, 1,71,000. Stock 1,74,000. Sundry debtors 80,000, 64,200. Cash 500, 600. Bank dash 8,000. Goodwill dash 3,000. So total is 5,30,500 and 5,10,800. Next, the additional information is given, that is adjustments. First one is dividend of rupees 23,000 were paid during the year. Depreciation charged on land and building is rupees 10,000. Machinery was purchased for rupees 38,000. Depreciation written off on machinery rupees 33,000. Income tax provided during the year rupees 33,000. Loss on sale of machinery rupees 200 was written off to general reserve account. So in this problem, students, we wanted to prepare the necessary ledger accounts and then we have to prepare the cash flow statement. So in the fund flow statement, we used to prepare statement of changes in working capital, adjusted P&L account, necessary ledger accounts, and then we used to prepare fund flow statement. Here, no need to prepare statement of changes in working capital. Directly, we will issue or we will specify in the cash flow statement itself. Okay. So now for this purpose or for this balance sheets or for this adjustments, we wanted to prepare three ledger accounts, that is machinery account, provision for tax account and general reserve account, because the adjustments has been only related to those information. So we have to prepare those accounts. Okay. Next we'll move on to the next slide. So here is the accounts, ledger accounts. First one is machinery account. So as usual, we know as for a asset, you have to start the balance from debit side. To balance brought down 1,50,000. Then by balance carried on 1,71,000. And already in the adjustments, if you observe, the next item is purchase has been given. That is purchase of machinery has been made at the rupees of 38,000. Okay. So one adjustment is clear, and one more adjustment is, that is profit and loss account, that is depreciation is being given in the problem, that is written off on machinery, that is 12,000. So the depreciation written off has to be credited to P&L account. Okay, P&L account. So in the bracket I have specified it is depreciation 12,000. Next adjustments it is given, that is loss on sale of machinery rupees 200 was written off to general reserve account. So this general reserve in machinery account we have to credit to general reserve account, and in the general reserve we have to debit it. Okay. So now here to general reserve account, that is loss on sale of machinery 200 has to be specified. Okay. If we make a total, we'll get 1,88,000 at the debit side, and at the credit side you will get 4,800 difference. That 4,800 has to be specified as the sale of machinery. So that sale of machinery has to be credited to cash account. So that is to be specified as balancing figure. Okay, the 4,800 as cash account. So machinery have been sold. Okay, the next account or the next ledger account is provision for taxation account. So provision for taxation, it is a liability. So you have to open the liability for the credit side. So buy balance brought down 30,000, to balance carried down 35,000. Okay. Next, in the adjustments, it is given that income tax provided during the year is 33,000. So the income tax has to be treated as new provision. So for that, see, it has to be credited to P&L account, that is profit and loss account. Bracket, in the bracket it is new provision, and it is 33,000. So at the credit side it is 63,000. So that has to be, in the balancing figure we will get in debit side. So that balancing figure has to be debited to cash account. Okay, cash account as 28,000. Okay, so this is what about the provision for taxation account. Next is general reserve account. So in the general reserve account, as we know, this is also a liability. So now here by balance brought down we have to take, that is 50,000, to balance carried down 60,000, and then again you know that in the machinery we have credited the general reserve account. Now here you have to debit it. So that is 200 you have to debit it. So this side you will get more balance, that is 60,200, and this side you will get 10,200 as a difference. So that difference has to be credited to profit and loss account as a balancing figure. Okay, so this is what about the necessary ledger accounts what we wanted to prepare for this purpose. Next is, so this is what about the cash flow statement format. So the format I have already been given to you in the previous class or previous section. So now the cash flow statement for the year ended 31st December 2013 we have to specify. So as we know, particulars rupees is the format. So first is we have to take cash flow from operating activities. Dear students, I have specified what are the operating activities and what are the items has to be included in the operating activities. Okay, so now profit and loss account on 31st 12/2013. So that is what 31st 12/2013 is 30,600. So that is profit and loss account on 31st 12/2013, that is closing balance 30,600. And next you should take profit and loss account on 31st 12/2012, that is opening balance 30,500. So if you deduct from the closing from the opening, you will get 100 as net profit for the year. So 100 rupees as a net profit for the year. So next comes adjustments for non-cash expenses. If you observe the format, you will come to know what are all the non-cash expenses. Okay. So first you have to add transfer to general reserve. As we know that we have prepared the general reserve account. So through that general reserve account, we have got 10,200 as an amount to be transferred to P&L account. So that has to be taken in this place. So that is non-cash expenses are 10,200. Next is add depreciation on land and building. So depreciation also it is given in the adjustments as 10,000. So that depreciation has to be taken here. Next, one more depreciation is there, that is depreciation on machinery. So depreciation on machinery also it has been given in the adjustments, as well as we have took into the account. So that is what 12,000. Okay. So now provision for tax. So provision for tax also we have prepared an account. There also we got same 33,000 as a P&L account balance. So that has to be specified here. That is non-cash expenses. Provision for tax it is 33,000. Next is dividend paid, that is given in the adjustment. So dividend paid given in the adjustment as 23,000. So only so much are the non-cash expenses which is given in the problem. Okay. So now the next whatever the total if you do, you will get that total is called as operating profit before working capital changes. So here still now we did not consider any working capital items here. So that working capital changes before whatever the total you get, that is called as 88,300. Okay. Now add decrease in stock. So decrease in stock have been done. So that it has to be added. So decrease has to be added. How much it is? 26,000. And next, decrease in sundry debtors. Even sundry debtors also decrease. Even that current asset also would be added. That is 15,800. Okay. Less. So no other current assets are been provided as decrease. So next we have to add or less the decrease in sundry creditors. So current liability has to be deducted. So how much it is? 14,800. So here I have specified as minus symbol 14,800. Okay. So now if you make a total of all this, you'll get 1,15,300. Okay. So 1,15,300. So in this you have to deduct tax paid. So tax paid, how much it is? 28,000. So 28,000 is a tax paid. So that is what the balancing figure which we got in the provision for taxation account. Okay, 28,000. So if you make a total or if you deduct it, you will get 87,300. That is what in 1,15,300. If you deduct 28,000, you will get 87,300 as a net cash flow from operating activities. Okay. Now the next is cash flow from investing activities. Okay. So cash flow from investing activities. In this, there are certain items has to be considered. That is sale of machinery. So sale of machinery, through the account you can take this amount, that is 4,800. And next, sale of machinery has to be added and purchase of machinery has to be deducted. So less purchase of machinery, that is 38,000. So I have told in the theory class that whatever the cash it flows out from the company has to be deducted. So whatever it inflows to the company has to be added. So sale, if you sell the machinery, you will get the amount or get the cash to the company. So it is to be added. If you purchase any machinery or any asset, so then the cash will move from the organization to the outside. So then it has to be deducted. Got it, students? Okay, now less purchase of machinery, that is 38,000, and less purchase of goodwill, that is 3,000 has to be deducted. So if you deduct these items, you will get minus 36,200 as a balance. That is called as net cash flow from investing activities. Okay. Now we'll move on to the next criteria called cash flow from financing activities. Okay. In this financing activities, first is issue of share capital. So issue of share capital, it is 50,000. And next, less in the sense bank loan repaid. So repaid in the sense the cash is moving out from the company. Repaid, it is 70,000. So that has to be deducted. And next, payment of dividend. Even here also the cash is moving. So here also you should deduct it. So that is payment of dividend, how much it is? So 23,000. Okay. So 23,000. Next, net cash flow from financing activity. So this, if you deduct this, you will get the net cash flow from financing activities, that is minus 43,000. Okay. Now, so this is here. If you deduct from 87,000 all these items, you will get net decrease in cash and cash equivalents as 8,100 rupees. Okay. 8,100. So I have told in the previous class or previous problem that the balance of cash and bank you will get here only, that is cash and cash equivalents of beginning and ending period of that will be your balancing figure. Okay, that has to be tallied. So now net decrease in cash and cash equivalents is 8,100. And next, the cash and cash equivalents at the beginning of the period, how much it is the cash balance in the beginning? So it is 500. You can consider it as 2012. 500 is the beginning balance. So if you add these two, that is net decrease and the beginning item, that is cash item, you will get as 8,600. So 8,600 has to be your closing balance, that is 8,000 plus 600. You can see your balance sheet question or problem that bank 8,000 is being given and cash 600 is being given. So if you add those two, you will get 8,600. So that 8,600 has to be tallied to your closing balance or the end of the period cash and cash equivalents. Okay, student. So this is what about the cash flow statement. So this includes the 14 marks problem. So this is what about the cash flow statement. So if you have any doubts related to this problem, please share and comment. Thank you so much.